Hello and welcome to episode number 70 of this Let's Play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic here at HanniballNOR's channel. So last episode, I'm actually not quite sure what we did. Oh yeah, it's right in front of us here. We were planning a way to store and access of things that we are producing here in the rail network. Is that a good idea? Yes or no? I still don't know, but I do actually think we are gonna need to have a crisscross between here. So let's say we did something like that. Like so. Yeah, I think that would be kind of needed, because let's say we store locomotives here, and we have a train parked here, then if the locomotive would like to leave from here, and go here, this is going to be blocked, so then it can go over here. And whereas, I think that is kind of just a little bit of the stuff that we need to get done here. We don't need to build this in quite a while, I do believe, but we should also speed up time. Yes. Now I am thinking we have 1.6 million. Let's just see. The steam locomotives value. So the cheapest one we have here now is the M124, which basically is a passenger train. It's kind of like one of those old school trams that you see, but it runs on coal. Well, it's very old school. It's from 1903. So yeah. So maybe we'll look at some of the cargo wagons instead. Now we did see, so we can't actually buy all, well, not all of them, but we could build a couple of wagons here, which we can afford. So, but they can't carry much. That is kind of the main problem, right? This is just an oil tank. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't know if we would like to do that. I mean, what can we afford? We can afford you. Because we're probably going to be dealing with a little bit of coal. I was kind of thinking coal, and I got to do coal, and I read the hopper, so it became copper. That's probably not how copper is made, but, you know. Wait, then we have this one here, the coal system, which can carry 82 tons. Okay. Is that better than... That is actually a lot better, but it does have a speed limit, so we can't travel more than 90 kilometers per hour. And I was also kind of looking at this a little bit after the last episode. I was kind of sitting there and thinking, man, we need to get like the quickest train ever, right? But this one goes 155 kilometers, and I was kind of going over here and looking at the steam locomotives here. This goes 120. That was a bad choice, but I was looking at the diesel locomotives. Top speed, please. 150. We'll go in here. Total top speed. Wait. Maybe I just dreamt this? It must be the other way, right? No, the top speed. Yeah, this is the not so quick one. And then we looked at the electrical locomotives. Their top speed is 160. And I thought, oh man, it would be nice to have that. But there's no need to have it, because if we look at this, this can only have a max speed of 150. So why would we have anything that goes quicker than 150 kilometers per hour? Which is a good question. Can we make more babies? Not yet. So the only thing I'm thinking could be a good thing. So let's just send these away. If it goes 160, maybe it is the build-up speeds, because you see this is can I stop you? Stop train. Just stop right there. Yeah. So if I now start you up again, maybe it is the build-up speed that will be affected if it goes quicker. But, you know, it went from here to get full speed. I don't know how much that would affect it. Maybe it is more efficient on fuel. And again, I don't think... Yeah, so this is... the fuel efficiency is the engine power, right? So... engine power, this is 1,544 kilowatts. So that uses more energy than this, for example. So I kind of feel like we should make, like... eventually, when we get more money, we'll find a locomotive steam. Oh, hello. Are we having some issue here, comrade? Yes. Why? Probably because... Wait. Where are you trying to go? Aha. Yeah, we need to make all of these mixed, I believe. You go in here. All double, 1 point in towards the junction, which is gonna make this. If you can now go in that direction, it's always a little bit of finagling with the train tracks here. So if you come here, you should be able to... Yeah, you should be able to go in here and turn around and then go around. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be a little bit wibbly wobbly in the beginning. But we're also gonna have to do something here with regards to train tracks. So we're gonna have to do that. Are we gonna be able to squeeze in 2 signals in here? I believe maybe. And then we need one here. And then we'll make them directional afterwards, after we have built it. And I do think maybe we'll build them. But that is probably going to lead to a problem down here, maybe. Maybe. And yes, we are also doing quite a lot of work out here. How far have we gone? I feel like we have gotten quite far. Let's have a little look underground here. Yeah, we are kind of doing quite alright here, I would say. Oh, we're also gonna have to manually select all of these tiny little roads here. Get them built. This is not built. But yeah, we are kind of almost ready to start building this area here, I would say. How much are we making now? A little bit of everything. What is this? This is the RMN. I kind of feel like that was quite valuable. And I also wonder if we should start working on this long area here. But that is probably not... So basically what I was thinking, maybe we could make some dollars, but I think actually that is not the best idea. Because we are going to need to make some more dollars to make more rubles. That's just the way it works. So I kind of have had a couple of ideas. If we look at the map here, we could, for example, have made a... Let's say we make like a... solar power panel. Something easy. And then we just attach that to a ginormous long cable out to here, for example. Would that be feasible? I do... Yeah, you have power here. I do believe that we should have enough money to make that a reality. But is it gonna be worth it? Another thing we could have done is to make a power line that goes all the way out here, just follow the railroad. Wait, you don't... Oh yeah, you do have one here. But I still don't believe that that is going to be feasible. Making dollars is not going to be easy for us. Another thing we could have done, we could have made maybe like a little hotel. But if we want to make a hotel, we have to contend with some of our house rules. Which is no tourism will be delivered to this republic on any other means than airplanes. So if that were the case, we have to build an airport and a... yeah, and that's not going to happen, is it? So we're also going to have to build the blueprints for the airplanes. We're going to have to... yeah, that's not going to happen right away. So boats is probably the best option, although it's gonna cost a little bit of money to make those boats. Just saying. Also, how are we doing with regards to employees here? Because we are almost up to 5,000. I do believe we are at the point here where we are going to be snowballing. Took a little bit longer to start the snowball, but I think we are there. Where we are eventually going to be able to build more houses that we can fit people in. Maybe. It's a very equal amount of people living here. Another thing we could also have done. We could have... ooh. This is a good one. The T-13. Can we carry that with one of you? No... Wow. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Oh, what is this? Metro. But yeah, also having a metro here could have been very interesting. So if we want to have a metro here. We probably would like to have a metro station here, metro station in here, metro station somewhere around here, and then definitely have a metro station up, well, maybe here and here, and then maybe we'll have a metro station here, and then connect back up here. That's gonna be a lot of tunnel work. I'll tell you that. And with the little amount of money we have, I don't think that is quite feasible. 127. I kind of feel like we are making a lot of money on these ones. Do we want to do a little bit of calculation here? How much we... Let's just find some pen and paper here. It's the way I like to do it. Let's pause the game. And we sell one of those for 140,445 rubles. And then we'll see how much it costs to make it. So we're gonna need... We're not gonna be counting manpower, because that is basically free. 30 tons of steel equals and 1.4 plastic. Wow, they are skipping out on the comfortable the fabrics. Is it just for the chair? So that is what, 0.005 tons of fabric, and then 4 tons of mechanical components and 0.52 tons of electrical components. Okay, so remember we are basically buying everything, so we're gonna have to look at the buy price. So buy price of steel. Can I find steel here? Steel. And we're buying them for rubles, so that is 30 times 2,398.82. So we're paying 7,194.6. We're paying 76,000 just in steel. Then we had 1.4 tons of plastic, which should also be around here. And then we'll multiply that by 6,254.24. That is 8,755.936. Then we have the 0.005. Then we'll multiply that by price of fabrics, which is 3,925.44. 19 rubles. 19.6272. And then we have 4 tons of mechanical components. So 4 multiplied by 4,572.94, which is 18291.76. And then we have electrical components, which was 0.52. And electrical components are usually a little bit expensive. Yeah. Multiply that with 13 point... Oh, not point. 13,181.01. Multiply that with 0.52. And then we'll add up the other numbers. That's what, 3,564.145 something. And then we'll add up the mechanical components, which was 18291.76. Then we'll add up the fabric, which was 19.6272. And then we'll add up the plastic, which was 8,755.936. And then we'll add up the steel, which is 7196.4.6. So that adds up to what is that? 102,596. Zero something. Okay. Am I saying this correctly? Yeah, 102,000. And we are selling them for... I just set memory plus. And then we'll find price here. So that is 176. 445 minus memory recall. So 73,000 we're making on them. That's actually not too bad, I would say. But then again, we didn't count in the thousands and thousands of manpower hour, since we're kind of supplying those, right, ourselves. But, you know, they also have costs to them, like food and recreation and fuel that we need to... So, all add up. And also, of course, the electricity it needs. It does say here, foreign manpower. So it says... Why does it say dollars and rubles? Alright, so it actually adds up to a little bit. If we use the average manpower, so that is 95.97, and then we'll add the amount of work hours needed, which is... multiply that with 1,604 work days. So that is 153,935. If we would have basically just... Yeah, so that basically would have meant that we wouldn't have made any profit on it whatsoever. Basically, we would have lost almost what? Yeah, that to the cost, that is 257,000. So yeah, basically, it would have been a lot more expensive. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, should we... So I'm almost a little bit tempted to do this. Why don't you want to do this? Nah, they can take the long route. That's fine. Or is it? Maybe not. That means we're gonna need to have... Man, okay, let's take a little look how we would have liked to have done this. So you go here. And you go here. The reason why you are messing up things here is... It's here. Yeah, I think we will not do that. Yeah, I think that would be complicated. Alright, so we're gonna need these back, you back. Can we not do that? No, because we're gonna need... Okay, now that junction is in order. And... Oh, I know why. I think. No? I think maybe we're gonna need to do something silly like that. But now you're still... Should never have done anything like that, shouldn't we? Sometimes it's better just to restart the whole signal process here. Okay, so we know that this is going to be a thing. This is going to be a thing, right? And then we're going to need a signal here to indicate that they're going into a junction, and then you are okay. You are now okay. We could have it like this. That actually works. Yeah, that actually works. It's going to be a little bit of a long junction here. But I think that is okay. For now, at least. But yeah, I'm not 100% convinced that we would like to... and we're also gonna need to have a coaling tower here for all of these, I believe. Because we're gonna store a lot of vehicles if we're gonna be making one of each kind of scenario. So one locomotive, one track layer, one passenger. Yeah, so basically we're gonna need one of this section for each category we make, right? But I think we're only gonna have, like, for example, one type of locomotive. Then again, we're also gonna have to make, well, we don't have to, but we probably will in the further future make metro trains. That is far in the future, right? But we're definitely going to be making a better metro train than in California, right? No, was that the monorail? Was it like? But also, I feel like how are we building these? Oh. Okay, why not? Okay. Is there anything else we can build here? We could build that one. And then I guess we could also start building... Oh, we actually built a little bridge connection here already. Nice. Something on fire. Seems like we managed to deal with that. Oh yeah, that's right. We also did a thing out here with adding in a warehouse, which is kind of okay, but I... And did we send you out here to the prison, which means that you... Yeah, you're part of the distribution center. Yes, not 100% sure what to do here. By the way, we have close to 2 million, so we're basically making money now, right? Steam locomotive value. Oh, it's 3 million for the next one. Yeah, we're gonna have to get quite a lot of money to buy that. Oh, give me 1 second here. Oh boy, alright, sorry about that. What were we talking about? It's a good question. It's a good question. No workplace. Wait. How did you manage that? Could be like a million places to work for you. Maybe it was just a glitch in the system. An epidemic. Ministry of Health has put out a warning about the increased number of sick citizens. For now, it doesn't seem to though the infection is affecting the health of the patients too serious. This disease is contagious enough to infect many citizens, so our hospitals need to be prepared. Yeah, did we have some... No, we did have some issues with the hospital, but it seems to be fixed now. Does that mean we need to develop... No. does not. Alright, so Katsuki would like to be part of this stream as well. It seems like he always comes sneaking up here when I'm recording. Okay, I get it, Katsuki. As long as you don't roll over the keyboard or anything like that, we should be fine, right? Alright, let's continue down here. There should be some more stuff that we can build. Which there are. Yeah, you're in a good mood today, Katsuki. He doesn't speak too much. Well, he does, but that's usually in the morning when I wake up. He has like a whole bunch of stuff he needs to tell me. But other than that, he doesn't speak very much. Isn't that right, Katsuki? Oh. Lots of things we can click here. Yeah, we are doing a good job over here, I think. Although it's a little bit hard to see due to the snow. Did we also start building our way out here? Yeah, we did. And we were actually kind of done here as well. We'll do that, and then we'll make a little cheat road over here. We'll build you and you. And we probably also would like to build you and get you all the way out to here. Ooh, by the way, do we want to have a little bit of a little bit of an angular approach here? Like so. So that they should easier get in here. Maybe. We'll get all the way up here, I think. Yeah, I think that would be nice to get that one done, because that would help us later down the line when we get to start building out here. Which was kind of towards the oil fields. Right? Yeah, so our first oil field is going to be here. Here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of good oil here. So we're probably also gonna have to maybe just terraform a big chunk of this away and make like a harbor area here. So that will be here, right? Anything else here? There is also a little bit of coal right behind us here. And there is also a little bit of coal here. let me think for a minute here. Coal, you are over here with the fuel, right? Coal mine. Fairly decent chunk as well. But that is definitely going to be... I don't know, how much does this produce of pollution? 12.20 times 30, 300. We should definitely be able to make this into a thing. $50. Can we get any higher than that? Can we align that up? 50%. So if that produces 50, man, that means we can potentially almost... Hmm, 50%, how much is that? Cat is really making it difficulty for me today. I don't know if you can tell, he's kind of all up my face. 50% out of 220 multiplied by 0.5, that's 110 tons of coal we are producing. And then how much are you consuming? Wait, did I do this wrong? I think I did. 220 times 4.2. That's 924, and then we multiply that by 0.50, which gives us 462. 462. I just have to use pen and paper. And then you produces 210. So we basically need 2 of them. How much do you produce? 140. So if you can, people can produce, so that's 1 person per 8 ton. So if we do 1.5 times 8, that's 120. So the numbers are the same. So do we want to have the old ones or the new ones? So if we produce 210 times 2, that's 420. They produce 12. We could set up a little mining area here. Although I would have liked to have this up the mountain, but it is definitely doable. But you're gonna need a whole bunch of new workers, so... So let's say we did... something like this. Like so. And then we have 2 coal processing plants. Ideally, we would have liked to have it like that. Let's say we did something like that. And maybe if we're lucky, we could just get away with one of them. Just trying to think if we put it a little bit closer, maybe. What? Is there something here? Yeah, I think there was something here. Huh. Like so. And then can we now connect both of them with one here? That is absolutely doable. Do we need to have an intermediate storage though? So I believe we could just add in a long version here. Like so. And then have you come out here. Like so. But you forgot to connect up here. Lol. Silly willy. Yeah, I really don't like this. It's because the angle here is so short. So short. Well, the one thing we could have done, we could have bring you out to about here. Then you can go in here and come in here in a funny, nice angle, right? Then the output so this is what? That's 400 and That is more than we produce, right? If we have a full throttle system here. It's very close to... Is very close. Yeah, I think we'll instead put some coal mines up in the mountains. I feel like that is better. It looks better, right? Alright, it's a little bit easier to see now that we are not having snow to deal with. There are a couple of footpaths here and roads that we haven't clicked on. These people who lives here are gonna be they're gonna be lucky. They're gonna come to a fully functioning city, right? Or might not be functioning, but you know, it has their street lamps on there, which is nice. Yep, we're still just gonna have to keep chugging away, I guess. Oh, there's a couple of things we could have built. I feel like there is something... No, we're gonna be moving coal from here into here with trucks. Because it could be, like, worst case scenario that we have to build a heating plant over here as well. That's gonna be kind of worst case scenario. Yeah, I think that is good. Have you been waiting for long, or what are you waiting for? Waiting for this one? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for these ones, right? I'll send you to somewhere nice. And let's also see how the signals do. So you're gonna go over to that side, right? Yep. Then you can go wherever you need to go. You can go. We'll wait for you to come through here. And as soon as he goes either that way, yeah, that's fine. Everything works. Perfect. But yeah, it's definitely not the quickest train engine in the galaxy. I mean, it's only 40 kilometers per hour. Another thing we should see, can we pump out more younglings? There we go. Some Sith Lord fodder. Yeah. Wait, now we're done with... Yeah. We're kind of almost done with all the research, aren't we? The LZ. Why do I have so many dumpers? That mistake? LZ. What is it, 100? $14 ton, 8 ton. 13 tons. Did I stop the recording? Oh, okay, good. For a second there, I almost misclicked. Dumpers. Total capacity. Yeah, this one is better. $14 tons, 25 tons, yeah. I think we're just gonna wait for the KMZ series, because that is so good. It's yeah, it's just so good. How are things doing? We have some escapees here, but it's just the way cookie crumbles I get. Could perhaps up this to 20. Just so we don't have any issues here. Should we also do some more road upgrades here in the local facility here? I mean, all of this is going to be upgraded. Things we should have done before we built this area, but okay. Also, why is there so many people going into the heat exchanger? Ask any questions? You do you, I guess. And asphalt roads. Yes, we have some here that we would like to get done. Also thinking maybe we should build another construction office just for roads. And we should also build these, right? Yeah, I'll look at that later, my friend. At the moment, we would like to get all these. I don't know why I think this is so important, but kind of gives the illusion that we are a functioning society. Street lamps. That is just me. And of course, putting street lamps where they aren't kind of needed. That's just us telling the world that we have more money than we need. Kinda. Right. Alright. Let's also do this one here. This is gonna be on that side. Oh. Cancel. No bueno. Was this one I wanted to remove. So, so from one thing to another, I do see that people aren't very excited over the medieval dynasty let's play. Not very many views or comments or anything like that. So I wonder, do you have any ideas what else we could have done? I mean, we can't just build Soviet republics forever. Well, we could, but it would be fun to try something else as well. So if you have any good ideas on what you would see me playing, I have played a lot of RimWorld, for example, over at Hanniballshow. We've been streaming that. But I don't know. It would be nice to get a little bit of an input what you would like to see on the channel. Have you made any progress here? Probably. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe. Oh wait, here we can do some shenanigans. Yeah. But I also do think that we are kind of at the wrapping up point, aren't we? See if we can find a nice... do a nice overview. Picture maybe something like... Also perhaps... Oh yeah, let's get some of the workers in the frame. Like so, for example. Yeah, let's have that as today's thumbnail. So yeah, with that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, would you kindly click that like button? There should be a subscribe button in the comment section. All the good stuff you can find underneath the video, and all the interactions, they go far, helping us fight the pesky YouTube algorithm. So yeah, until next time, take care, and keep smiling!